I usually don't swear, but you know, Muslim countries don't allow it, and you know what? When the world's about to end, or could possibly end, hey, fuck it. Who's gonna stop me? Your mama? Alright. This shit's gonna get real, so we're gonna go on the shizzle. Yeah, I'm gonna sound really stupid. No, I'm not gonna sound stupid. Keep it professional here. Alright. I got a little taste of the Pac-Man. A few seconds in here.
In the middle of the night last night, the world is on the brink of war. Something's very off. In the middle of the night last night, the world is on the brink of war. We're following what's happening in Iran. And Donald Trump is spiraling, posting erratic rants on truths.
I don't know what's happening. I think it's the parade. I don't know if Homeland Security got width of my videos. It could be the coincidal constant caught us enacting. Something's happening. All the metrics are pointing to it. Everything is pointing to it. The only people who possibly know this is like me and whoever's watching these videos. So, hell, if somebody's sharing these videos, telling their families or something, oh God. I mean, it's a parallel road, possibly. It's simply a parallel road. I mean, you know, we're all sitting there watching the movie. I'm on one seat, you're on the other seat. You know, I can throw all the popcorn I want at the screen, but it's still going to show that movie overall. Alright.
Something's very off. In the middle of the night last night, the world is on the brink of war. We're following what's happening in Iran. And Donald Trump is spiraling, posting erratic rants on Truth Social, Central, at 8 o'clock, at midnight, at 2 a.m., at 6 a.m. Each more...
Dang. When was he doing this?
Erratic rants on Truth Social, Central, at 8 o'clock, at midnight, at...
Midnight, my God. So when I was discovering all this insanity, it was, my God, it was around 2 a.m., right? 3 a.m. when I discovered the constant thing. So Trump was already going crazy beyond that. Before that.
2 a.m. at 6 a.m., each more disjointed than the last. Imagine what's going on. What is Trump up to? Maybe he got a little sleep between 2 and 6. I don't know. But this is what he's doing. 8 p.m., okay? Someone please explain to Kooky Tucker Carlson that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. So start there. Trump lashing out at Tucker Carlson, of all people, his one-time kind of propaganda wingman turned Russian apologist. This is not a post about policy. This is a post about insecurity. Trump lashing out at Tucker Carlson. Explain to Kooky Tucker Carlson that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. So start there. Trump lashing out at Tucker Carlson, of all people, his one-time kind of propaganda wingman turned Russian apologist. This is not a post about policy. This is a post about insecurity. Tucker has been going pretty soft on Iran lately. We're going to get to that. And Trump doesn't like the idea that anyone else on the right might be seen as the real alpha. So instead of explaining U.S. policy, Trump does this WWE-style promo. On the right might be seen as the real alpha. So instead of explaining U.S. policy, Trump does this WWE-style promo against the former cable host saying that he's kooky. So that was 8 p.m. Then we get to midnight Eastern time. Trump, quote, "If I didn't put the National Guard in Los Angeles, the place would be burned down to the ground right now. I did it."
God. Okay, Trump's humiliated. He got completely humiliated. That's the whole thing. He literally got fucked in the ass. I mean, the white people actually got fucked in the ass. But interesting, a lot of the white people showed up for the No Kings thing. It's about half, right? Half non-white, half white. But basically, they voted. They voted for Trump. So now they're embarrassed like shit and getting fucked in the ass. Like the comment I put with Snarky J. I mean, I can swear my ass off because this is the end of the world. Who's gonna stop me? The fucking planet's about to be blown up. The whole planet's getting fucked in the ass. Oh, okay, there are kids around here. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. There's some kids around. Even at the end of the world, I have to keep it cool. Okay, let me do my signage. Even at the end of the world, I'm not, if people are going to, transition, we gotta keep it calm. Alright. Now, what happens at the end of the world? What can you do? Anything. You can literally go out and do anything you want. I could go out right now, take someone's car, drive it through the roads, and then, have a lot of good times, right? But I'm not gonna do that. Because I got videos to do. Even at the end of the world, I'm going to do my video.
Incompetent Governor Gavin Newsom, who doesn't have a clue, the favor of a lifetime.
I'm going to grab some chips. Okay? I'm going to grab some chips. So, there's no pause button on this. I'm gonna celebrate this in the right way. So it'll take me maybe about a minute here. So hold on. Yeah, hold on a minute. Okay, I apologize. That was a lot longer than a minute, right? That was like, what, 2 minutes, maybe? 3? Yeah, maybe 2 minutes, 1.5. All right, 2 minutes. All right, here we go. I literally
I'm one of the worst governors in history. That's midnight.
I literally forgot this was on, though. You got it real time, what I'm doing. You just seen the one time when I was coughing up. It was a long time. It was maybe a year, 2 years ago, maybe 2 years. But that's because I realized because the water I was drinking must have had mold in it. So now it's all clear. I got a new picture and everything. No more coughing. You don't hear me coughing and stuff. Like at least a month and stuff. New picture. You know, be aware.
Okay, this is what Trump's doing at midnight. This is pure fantasy. There was no mass destruction in Los Angeles. The National Guard in history. That's midnight now. I did incompetent Governor Gavin Newsom Eastern time. Trump, quote, if I didn't put the promo against the former cable host saying that he's kooky. So that was 8 p.m. Then we get to midnight Eastern time. Trump, quote, if I didn't put the National Guard in Los Angeles, the place would be burned down to the ground right now. I did incompetent Governor Gavin Newsom, who doesn't have a clue, the favor of a lifetime, one of the worst governors in history. That's midnight. Okay, this is what Trump's doing at midnight. Governor Gavin Newsom, who doesn't have a clue, the favor of a lifetime, one of the worst governors in history. That's midnight. Okay, this is what Trump's doing at midnight. This is pure fantasy. There was no mass destruction in Los Angeles. The National Guard wasn't even under Trump's direct authority the way he's describing it, okay? But in Trump's mind, he saved the city, despite the fact that the protests were contained to a few block radius, and they were overwhelmingly peaceful. This is textbook historical revisionism, Trump taking credit for something that didn't happen to justify what he did as an authoritarian, and then of course, peaceful. This is textbook historical revisionism. There was no mass destruction in Los Angeles. The National Guard wasn't even under Trump's direct authority the way he's describing it, okay? But in Trump's mind, he saved the city, despite the fact that the protests were contained to a few block radius, and they were overwhelmingly peaceful. This is textbook
historical revisionism. Jesus, there's even a word for it. I know this word, of course, but wow.
Revisionism, Trump taking credit for something that didn't happen to justify what he did as an authoritarian, and then of course attacking Governor Gavin Newsom scum while the world watches Trump fumble yet another international crisis. This is not strength. Then we get to 2 in the morning, okay? Trump, quote, publicity-seeking President Emmanuel Macron of France mistakenly said that I left the G7 summit in Canada to go back to DC to work on a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. Wrong. He has no idea why I am now on my way to Washington, but it certainly has nothing to do with a ceasefire. Much bigger than that, whether purposely or not, Emmanuel always gets it wrong. Stay tuned. So we are now into middle of the night ceasefire. Much bigger than that, whether purposely or not, Emmanuel always gets it wrong. Stay tuned. So we are now into middle of the night paranoid theater. What do you think Trump is doing at 2 a.m. as he types this out? Where is he sitting? What is he up to? Trump is denying he returned to DC to work on diplomacy, as if that would be something to hide. And he teases this vague, ominous, much bigger reason than stopping World War III for returning. So it's vintage Trump. Vague threats, blown up ego. This vague, ominous, much bigger.
Why am I feeling that Trump's watching my videos? I think Trump's watching my videos. I'm not even joking. If you got Elon watching Quartering, you got Superman watching Geeks and Gamers, or actually Neurotic. I mean, you have these celebrities watching our stuff. Jesus Christ. You got Elon watching Office Space like 9 times at least. Shoot, Jesus, that is so awesome. My God, the world's richest, most and powerful man watching my stuff. I'm good.
The reason that stopping World War.
Yeah, I say my stuff. It's on, adjacent. But I mean, yeah.
III for returning. So it's vintage Trump. Vague threats, blown up ego, 0 details. But the real reason that stopping World War III is denying he returned to DC to work on diplomacy, as if that would be something to hide. And he teases this vague, ominous, much bigger reason than stopping World War III for returning. So it's vintage Trump. Vague threats, blown up ego. It's this vague, ominous, much bigger reason than stopping World War.
Oh yeah, Biden dressing like me. Yeah, that's a high. That's a high. It's about me, not Pam. Yeah, so yeah. And nobody knows. Nobody really. I mean, they know what I tell them, but then they forget. Basically, they'll forget. Even whoever's watching this, you have no idea what I'm talking about when I said that. But I don't know, maybe you do. I don't know. Even I forget. I mean, I'm the one who forget. Everyone else can forget.
War III for returning. So it's vintage Trump. Vague threats, blown teases this vague, ominous, much bigger reason than stopping World War III for returning. So it's vintage Trump. Vague threats, hide. And he teases this vague, ominous, much bigger reason than stopping World War III for returning. So it's vintage Trump. Vague threats, blown up ego, 0 details. But the real problem is that if he's not working on a ceasefire between Israel and Iran, what is he working on? The post is more alarming than anything that it does to answer questions. And then at 6 a.m., but remember, is Trump sleeping? What's he doing? Trump, quote, I have not reached out to Iran for peace talks in any way, shape, or form. This is just more highly fabricated fake news. If they want to talk, they know how to reach me. They should have taken the deal that was on the table, would have saved a lot of lives. So this is the full pivot after, I guess, being up all night into denial and blame. Trump insists, I'm not talking to Iran, even though we hope someone's talking to Iran. Trump says, I'm not negotiating a ceasefire, even though I hope someone's negotiating a ceasefire. And then he starts scolding up, talking to Iran, even though we hope someone's talking to Iran. Trump says, I'm not negotiating a ceasefire, even though I hope someone's negotiating a ceasefire. And then he starts scolding up. So this is governance by chaos. He wants credit for working all night, but he's just shouting at people. He's contradicting his own administration. He's making it clear that if there's a war, it's certainly not my fault. Now, the reaction from the Trump fans is critical to understand. The most loyal Trump fans love saying, isn't this great? He has so much energy. He's up all night. He's leading. He's focused. All hours of the day, he's running a 24/7 White House. But step back for a second. This is not high-level strategy. This is a guy spiraling on social media from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m., 10 hours straight, obsessing about former cable news hosts, ranting about the French president, lashing out at governors, lashing out at world leaders, while casually saying he's not doing the one thing I wish he were doing, which was trying to get some kind of ceasefire, trying to reduce the possibility that we do go into the very World War III, that he promised us he was the only person who would be able to prevent it. So he's not working in any kind of productive sense. He's unraveling, and that should terrify everybody. But the MAGA people go, oh, he's so great. He's up all night, he's working, not like Sleepy Joe, who would be asleep. Productive sense. He's unraveling, and that should terrify everybody. But the MAGA people go, oh, he's so great. He's up all night, he's working, not like Sleepy Joe, who would be asleep. We're in trouble. We're in real trouble. All right.
Yeah, this is a little bit concerning. You got Hackman, who I've known for decades, watched him, and then this other guy, new guy. But he has a lot of good info. I mean, these guys are scared of that freaking line. I feel totally fine. I mean, I'm like, I feel so calm. I've never actually felt this calm in my life, except for, like 3 weeks ago or something, a month ago or something, when I had that restful period. It's upstairs and it's so beautiful. I mean, it's something that it was like, deep into the evening darkness, and lay down in bed. Oh, so good. So mind-blowing, calm. It's how I feel now. Wow. I mean, the world's really gonna end, huh? The whole planet's gonna end. Wow. What should I be doing now? You know the trope is end of the world. You want to die happy, and then I don't know. If I'm gonna die happy, I might as well. What would I do? What could I actually do? I mean, I've videos. I already uploaded the season 2. I'm working on season 3 now. Right as we speak. The world's gonna end. I'm still gonna finish my franchise, even if nobody watches. I stay true to my form. I well, I'm in a place where I've basically lived nearly all my life. I know the entire place. This is the last location, really. I mean, in the city that that I would be at, because the last place to study, and I already know it all here. So I mean, overall, I mean, there's one loose end. I got my what do you call it? My albums, the high school albums. 2 of them I haven't opened yet. But world ends. Good to know that one of those loose ends are taken care of. Good. So let's yeah. What should I do? Let's see. What would I do? I mean, I guess you simply relax. Don't look at the blast, because you'll go blind. Next door is the planes. They control the planes, so in the metaphorical sense. So Max must have escaped there right now. A lot of the neighbors already left, I think. Kudos to you. Yeah. I feel kind of. Alright, don't overblow it. Let me do my signage. I'm good. I'm calm. Alright. I'm calm. I'm good. Alright. Oh, I like that.
Awesome new sponsor to talk about. Wild Alaskan Company. They do sustainable.
Alright. Okay, here's my Snarky J rant. Let me have the AI read this. I want to know how it sounds. Translate to English. Tools read aloud.
I'm saying that even I was wanting to not see this reality, but I always saw what I was watching as reality ever since I was seeing. So it overall, mostly NVR really turns my brain into mush when I watch something even Godzilla seeing it play inside a small strip mall department store.
It sounds even more awesome.
So you don't want messages / something accomplished / reality, i.e. what you are referring to as messages / agenda / so real, BC as you say. Paraphrasing, kids should have someplace to escape. First, I understand BC recently the world has gotten so much more insane that even I was wanting to not see this reality, but I always saw what I was watching as reality ever since I was seeing. So it overall, mostly NVR really turns my brain into mush when I watch something even Godzilla seeing it play inside a small strip mall department store on what looked like a giant TV. Maybe I thought, well, they got some large robots in there to make that thing walk downtown scared me a little, but was so cool at the same time. The reality is everything has some scagender reality in it. Regardless, you simply don't like the ones that have those that you don't agree with. Spoilers, look at the scary fighting between Lilo and the other students to me watching that when I was younger. You say, paraphrasing, kids should have some place to escape. First, I understand BC recently the world has gotten so much more insane that even I was wanting to not see this reality, but I always saw what I was watching as reality ever since I was seeing. So it overall, mostly NVR really turns my brain into mush when I watch something even Godzilla seeing it play inside a small strip mall department store on what looked like a giant TV. Maybe I thought, well, they got some large robots in there to make that thing walk downtown scared me a little, but was so cool at the same time. The reality is everything has some scagender reality in it. Regardless, you simply don't like the ones that have those that you don't agree with. Spoilers, look at the scary fighting between Lilo and the other students to me watching that when I was younger was concerning. In fact, lots of Disney stuff, the originals, have scary real things. In them, spoilers, Snow White with its dark shadows, the secret of Nymph was scary and mentally scarring. Even for adults, the Dark Crystal Henson production scared the stuffing out of me. The puppet's so creepy. As my screenwriting teacher said, paraphrasing, everything has an agenda. I'll add my part here regardless of CIA ops, media, Jewish bankers, etc. All stories media have a purpose. X, like you said, fast, furious family. So they want Plea to be together and not cause trouble for others in life. So it doesn't break down society. Look at your own vetoes. Your agenda is to have escapism, to get views for income, to get that hive attention, etc. Nothing WRGW that you dress up to bring your fantasies to reality. But again, to conclude, you simply don't like their message that it's for me folks like subscribe or sorry, not my CH. To escape your fears or demons, you have to face them, acclimate, kick their ass, and show them who the boss is and fuck them Intheus so hard they vomit, spew projectile shit diarrhea out of their mouths into your opponent's mouth, strangling them, holding open and gap their mouths, W both hands, puking direct lava flow into that hole till their bellies explode and orgasm shit. Fuck. Show less. Reply. At Primor 6232.
That's beautiful.
Keep your fears or demons, you have to face them, acclimate, kick their ass, and show them who the boss is and fuck. Imply don't like their message that it's for me folks like subscribe or sorry, not my CH. To escape your fears or demons, you have to face them, acclimate, kick their ass, and show them who the boss is and fuck them in so hard they vomit, spew, projectile shit, diarrhea out of their mouths into your opponent's mouth, strangling them, holding open a gap their mouths, W, both hands, puking direct lava flow into that hole till their bellies explode in orgasm shit. I came fuck. Show Liz. And who the boss is and fuck them in so hard they vomit, spew, projectile shit, diarrhea out of their mouths into your opponent's mouth, strangling them, holding open a gap their mouths, W, both hands, puking direct lava flow into that.
That is the opponent. Your opponent into your opponent. Alright, let's
Escape your fears or demons. Demons, you have to face them, at Primmore 6. Make kick their ass and show them who the boss is and fuck them in so hard they vomit, spew, projectile shit, diarrhea out of their mouths into your opponent's mouth, strangling them, holding open a gap their mouths, W, both hands, puking direct lava flow into that hole till their bellies explode in orgasm shit.
Okay, there's demons and opponents. Okay, yeah.
Demons, you have to face them, acclimate, kick their ass, and show them who the boss is and fuck them in so hard they vomit, spew, projectile shit, diarrhea out of their mouths into your opponent's mouth, strangling them, holding open a gap their mouths, W, both hands, puking direct lava flow into that hole till their bellies explode in orgasm shit. I came fuck. Show less. Reply. At Primmore 6232. 2 hours ago. Edited. 2:15 a.m. Quick search turned up 4 universities in Hawaii offering at least a BA in marine biology. University of Hawaii at Manoa University of Hawaii at Hilo Hawaii Pacific University Brigham Young University. Hawaii nanny would have the advantage of being a local, not needing housing and getting lower tuition. Read more. Like 11. Reply. Hipley.
Oh god. So funny.
Why not? 2 words that can change any.
Alright. Yeah, this is weird. Alright, read. More tools, read. Oh, continue to read, right.
1 reply.
Yeah, read this thing.
Q. 4/4. Skip navigation. Create. 9+. The new way to cloud. Cloud.google.com. Learn more. Clarity that's often overlooked. While it is true that about half of all marriages do end in divorce, only about 1/3 of first marriages end in divorce. However, people who have one divorce are more likely to have a second divorce if they remarry, and the likelihood goes up each subsequent time, which brings up the average. A 50% overall divorce rate really means that one person getting married and divorced 3 times is balanced out 3 couples that got married once and never divorced, because you have a total of 3 divorces and 6 marriages. Show less.
Yeah.
Otis while Elon and Trump were fighting. Chanel. 555k views 9. Life. Kids are assaulted by family or neighbors too. Doesn't mean people want to see that in a Disney animated film. 235. Reply. Kim Lee. At Brett Terry 8356. 3 hours ago. To me, this whole debate rests with a quote from the show Angel. Nothing in the world is the way it ought to be. It's harsh and cruel. But that's why there's us. Champions. It doesn't matter where we come from, what we've done or suffered, or even if we make a difference. We live as though the world was what it should be, to show it what it can be. 19. Reply. 2 replies. At Tomas for 89. 6 hours ago. Everybody at Disney should watch this video. 33. Reply. 5 replies. At 0dex21. 4 hours ago. Or what? 1. Reply. Attic Hartman. 3 hours ago. Why? Billions in losses didn't teach them anything. What would a short video do? 3. Reply. At Tomas for 89. 2 hours ago. Arroba Carlos Médico do Inamérico. Emoticon chorando. 4. Reply. At CRE8 Ibion 699. 2 hours ago. Snarky J has a lot of heart, more heart than Disney. 2. Reply. At Bloodhelm. 1 hour ago. At CRE8 Ibion 699, you just said she has more deer than Disney. Heart is an organ that pumps blood. Heart is a deer. 2.
Okay, if it was 1 hour ago, that means they must have seen my comment. That's so funny. That's funny. Alright.
That there was hope even for a dysfunctional family. Stitch said it all. This is my family. It is little and broken, but it is good. Then you will Aves Lewin Foster Care Sononi King watch you follow Halloween's? Seriously? 7. Reply. 1 reply. At airborne_air assault. 5 hours ago. Edited. Boy, I sure am glad that wasn't the army motto, because we would sacrifice everything to pull a wounded soldier out of harm's way. Following this dumpster fire would mean we'd just say, meh, he'll be fine, let's roll. 9.
No, don't go.
Reply. Hipley. At Jedi Dan 76. At Jedi Dan 76. 5 hours ago. The whole nanny is still able to visit Lilo thanks to an alien portal gun not only bothers me because it gives kids bad ideas about how the world works, but other franchises have handled it better. I'm reminded of the time in an episode of Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Benjamin Sisko tells his son Jake about how in his first few months at Starfleet Academy, he would teleport home for supper every night, Starfleet Academy being in San Francisco, and his hometown being New Orleans, because he was homesick, but then he learned he had to stop doing this eventually, so he did. Even a franchise where transporters are a thing addressed stuff like this with tact and maturity.
Why not help find a cure?
Well, we met Cisco.
Even there.
What is that?
We're building the most.
Yeah, we met Cisco. Maybe that's why she's homeless though. She doesn't want to face reality. We already know. Oh, 2 days ago. Okay. I go back to my. Is there anybody who's like my comment though, like saying that it's reality though? I mean, it's like everything has reality in it. To me, it's as real as heck. See, are we still recording? I'm talking no, we are still recording. Where's my oh? Okay, so we are recording. I'm simply not seeing my hung. Okay. So yeah, she's the difference with her is she wants to escape reality. I'm in reality. I mean, it's like a yin and yang thing. It's she does it for play. Oh, I can't even say she does it for play because she is doing it real too. But she does it in a different type of reality. It's what my dad used to say. These people who go to hospitals and stuff, and I go, no, that's well, yeah, some of us do that. But I'm more of the type that does the other thing. So she's like, yeah, she's the yang and I'm the yin, or I'm the yang, she's the yin. Yin yang, it's all good. Oh, I spelled it's wrong. I used the wrong it's. She's not gonna like that. She's a stickler for that stuff. Let me fix that. Where are you? Thank goodness I caught that. Okay, here it is. With it's. That'd be it is it's. Yeah, there you go. This one, alright. Save. Where are you? Where are you, meet? Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. It's good that, yeah, alright, where is it? Where is, this is the original dark screen. TV, it's that, there you go. Okay. Actually, he didn't say it as an agenda. It's propaganda. He said everything is propaganda. Everything is really good. So I'm looking at where are you? I don't know what. Everything is propaganda. That's how you spell propaganda, right? Why am I saying I'll add my part here? We're going to talk about. Oh, okay. I get it. What I'm saying. I'll add my next here. Yeah, I guess I could use that punctuation. I'm using all sorts of punctuation, why not? I spent a lot of time on this, but it's worth it, because, you know, it's good stuff. Alright, where's my, there we go. Screenshot, alright. Okay, I gotta do it so it doesn't look like I'm putting words in her mouth, because, alright, where is it? See, what do you, like you said, fast, furious family. Like, maybe I should say, like, what you said, what you said about about past various being family. You can take, so they want this, you can From this you can take, so they want people to begin. There you go. I don't want to confuse it so that it looks like she's saying something she's not. You know, you want to be as clear as possible. Alright. Scream fools your demons. Click their heads. Fuck them in the asshole. That's funny. See, with my comments, always with ours, it's like kind of like an old man, kind of wise, I don't say gentrified, no, that's not, old man who's seen it all, the wise old sage, right? I got this wise old sage who's been through it and has done it for real. And then you get me like telling, you know, and telling them this nice anecdotal story, and then it gets like really insane at the end. Goes in a fictionalized story. It's always like that on my comment. It's hilarious. There's like there's a theme. There's a actual how does characteristic blocks, characteristic parts, characteristic components. I guess you say components. There's compartmentalized characteristical echoing parts, or cycling characteristics. The same type of printable assembly line characteristics with all my comments. How do you say it? There's like a mold, you know, like when you mold some kind of cookie, like cookie dough. You have a cookie dough cooker, cookie sheet. And like, you had, you know, different ingredients, but it's the same cookie cutter. I use different dough, but same as that cookie cutter. Whatever. Okay, I'm done with this comment. I gotta put it under comment. But yeah, it's basically she's it's one thing I noticed. She's trying to escape reality. Her parents' divorce really screwed her up. If they left when she was young, it really screwed. And you know, she even admits it there. Comments, okay, that she used these stories to escape her trauma. Exactly what I knew. She's traumatized. She's baggage. She's got tons of baggage. She didn't talk it about in this video, but her relations. Well, maybe she did kind of. You know, with boyfriends or whatever. So yeah, she's wanting to escape reality, but you really can't. You really cannot escape reality. Well, if you're really smart and super sensory, you know, like me, then you really can't escape reality. But she has some of the sensories. She has some of it. I know she's admitted the hearing and stuff. Basically hearing, but sharp senses. She does have sharp senses. So yeah, she's I mean, I didn't give her the ultimatum saying that she's gonna be forever like that. But yeah, the possibility of her being scarred for life was and perfect example. I didn't mention it to her, but I think I did mention one of the videos, one of the is these documentary videos that I do. This is the second one on this. Yeah, she's my mom. Who I'm trying to get to before she dies. So yeah, she'll always be like this. She's broken. She's totally permanently broken. She's broken. There's no way, and she's young, so yeah, she's my mom. She's exactly. She'll never get past this. These are broken people. It makes sense though. I think I get now why the neurotypicals are the way they are. The white people, why they're so broken. They've been through some kind of hell. They've been through abuse. I mean, it's a trope, but it's very easy when you see someone that's is having some kind of bad time or whatever. Something's off about them. It's always from the abuse. There's no way I could actually have any relations with this girl like that would be anything like deeper than I would say even acquaintance. I wouldn't even say that. I don't think I could be her friend really. I mean, I'm not even subscribed to her, but I think it'd be more like an associate because her mindset. She might be she's hot and stuff, but I mean, same like with my sister. My sister, everyone considers hot. Yeah, my sister looks really she's of the hot tier, but I'm yet to more than hots to be form a relationship. It has to be physical and spiritual. So yeah. So I mean, it's literally impossible for me to have anything go deeper than yeah. So yeah, she'll never change. She'll never change. But I'm not gonna put that comment on because that would be she wouldn't. She's already traumatized already in her videos saying that. So just keep it keep it as yeah. Okay, let me see what horrible things Geeks and Gamers gonna do now.
Movie coming out this week, Jay.
I haven't heard anything about that except
I don't have to record these guys for this.
Hey, is that one of our cards?
No.
I literally forgot why I'm recording this.
Who can take?
There was so much.
Lady Galadriel, I will give you the One Ring if you ask for it.
Wow, that looks really good.
It's too great a matter for me.
And I came to test your heart. You will give me the great ring freely.
This guy's loud. He's a voice artist. So he's real. Oh God. I mean, no, that's awesome. I'm glad he's black. That is so cool.
If they actually do this.
That'd be so cool. Why not?
So as you can see, my time to shine. Hello. Now here's a female in the industry has posted this rumor from another person in the industry.
That's cool.
And they've both been correct several times about rumors. Now I'm here to just say what I always say when I'm
Quiet, and then this guy's gonna start yelling. Why not? Why?
Doesn't make sense. No, it makes sense to change a cool, badass black character into a white character. Doesn't make sense. And when I think about if you're going to change a cool, badass black character into a white character, doesn't make sense. It only makes sense if you're trying to rage bait people. You're trying to make people angry. If you're trying to cause controversy of some kind. Black Panther recently has been made to be white. I don't know if he's adopted son or whatever, but we have a white Black Panther now, and the internet exploded. But it's interesting because the part of the internet that exploded that had a problem with it were the same ones that champion all the woke garbage that comes out. So it's
Woke garbage. I like the woke stuff. Oh, is this guy a racist prick? Oh my God, this guy's one of those racist pricks. I would explain that. Jesus Christ, this guy's.
good for the goose is not good for the gander. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing here. Okay? You wouldn't make Blade white, would you? You wouldn't make Shaft white, would you? Alright.
There's nothing wrong with that. I have nothing. I don't mind a white shaft. But his whole thing, shtick, I guess, is him being black, though. Blade, I don't have an issue with Blade being...
You would change Spawn being white, would you? No.
I wouldn't mind. I mean... Actually, I don't know, there's Owage, that is true, there's Owage, though. But I wouldn't mind, though. I actually wouldn't mind. It depends, I mean... You know, but I have been saying that if it's supposed to be for black, then... But that's... I'm talking like historical, though. I'm literally talking about historical. Even if it's not historical, yeah, I mean, yeah, the minorities should be getting a lot more roles, but, I'm trying... It's kind of interesting when they put the shoe on the foot.
You would make Shaft white, would you? Alright. You would change Spawn being white, would you? No. So, here's my point. If they're white, keep them white. If they're black, keep them black. If they're red, keep them red. It's the same thing here. Okay? You wouldn't make Blade white, would you? You wouldn't make Shaft white, would you?
See, I wouldn't mind it, though. I actually would not mind that. I mean, it depends, because they... What is stick? There's nothing... It depends on why it's being done. I mean, usually when it's like Jubilee being changed... No, Wasp being changed to white instead of Asian. So... I mean, it's because it was specifically because she's supposed to be different. That's the whole thing. It's the subjectiveness of it. It's actually it's not even subjective. It's the objectiveness of it. Actually, yeah. Objectively, what's the purpose?
Okay. You would change.
But what he said? What did he say? Shaft. Shaft is about blacks, though. I mean, it depends. Again, it's for the character why you would do that. What it's its messaging. Blade can be white. It depends on what the story is. Shaft, a white Shaft. But it I don't know. It's supposed to be kind of a historical kind of thing, right? So Shaft, it depends on what you're trying to be. If he was white, beating up what? Who does Shaft beat up? Doesn't he beat up like white people? I don't. Alright.
Spawn being white, would you? No.
Yeah, I don't mind spawning.
So, here's my point. If they're white, keep them white. If they're black, keep them black. If they're red, keep them red. If they're brown, keep them brown. If they're yellow, keep them yellow.
God, this guy's so boring.
Shade in between and on the spectrum of what a human being can be. Keep them what they are. Because, hey, go ahead and do it. However, if you want an Eternals box office, go ahead and do it. If you want the Marvels box office, go ahead and do it. Okay. If you want Thunderbolts box office, go ahead and do it. Okay. If you want ratings like Daredevil, go ahead and do it. The new Daredevil was 3.
This guy's a sellout, though. If you want money, you can become a prostitute. Doing that.
Birth of Born Again, I always get mixed up with Born Again or Revered. Go ahead and do it. If you want She-Hulk ratings, go ahead and do it. If you don't want to make no money, go ahead and do it. If you want to be called stupid and you want to be ridiculed for years by the fans for making this decision, go ahead and do it. As a matter of fact, if you look at what Disney's been doing, they've been doing it so long now that not even a movie that was considered to be good in a lot of people's eyes and getting good ratings from critics and people can't even do a good box office. Because people don't trust them anymore. So if you want to make a bad name for yourself so that people never come back, go ahead and do it. If you want to Captain America Brave New World box office, go ahead and keep it. If you want a Snow White box office, go ahead and do it. James Bond is extremely popular. He had specific characteristics of his personality. He's also a white man. Keep him that way. If you don't want to make no money, do it. Okay. Because here's the thing. As a black man, you're a black...
But see, this guy, he's talking about he'll do anything for money. Then that's literally what he's saying. He'll do anything. So he'll do anything for money. That's literally what he's saying.
characters that I love that I want to change. These are the characters that I fell in love with. The thing, as a black man, there are black characters that I love that I want to change.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, he's taking it personal. He doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to see his black characters taken over by white people. So he's scared. He's seeing this and he's thinking that they're gonna come for his neck. That's him.
These are the characters that I fell in love with.
He's scared.
Same as Asian characters, white characters,
He's scared out of his freaking mind.
brown, red, doesn't matter. These are characters that are who they are. And when you change them fundamentally, they in no way are that character anymore.
How's it fun? Well, I mean, every race does have its power, but it depends on what. It depends on the metrics on this. I mean, is this a reboot?
Let's say you tried to go down a little bit of a side street. You say, okay, well, this is 007, this is 008. They're still going to be pissed off. Because they'll know why you killed off 007 or placed them in 008. They'll know why. Because of the whole woke movement. They will know why, and they still won't know. It's kind of like what happened with Ballerina so far. And with Furiosa. Okay? You didn't kill off John Wick. But you gave them a female John Wick. And she wasn't a girl boss. It was a good movie. Because it smelled like woke, they didn't even want it. Didn't even want it! They didn't show up. All these women that you marketed it to, the modern audience that you marketed it to, they didn't come out to watch. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that one was. I don't because it smelled like woke, they didn't even want it. Gave them a female John Wick. And she wasn't a girl boss. It was a good movie. Because it smelled like woke, they didn't even want it. And a female John Wick. And she wasn't a girl boss. It was a good movie. Because it smelled like woke, they didn't even want it. Didn't even want it! They didn't show up. All these women that you marketed it to, the modern audience that you marketed it to, they didn't come out to watch. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that one was. I don't think that it was marketed to women. Because
No, it was marketed more for men.
guys like to see badass, characters, as long as they're not robots. Good.
That's awesome. Because they're scared. Because they're what's the word? Low self-esteem.
Because they know what it comes with in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they would market badass female characters, as long as they're not robots. Because they know what it comes with in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they were marketing Ballerina toward the modern audience. But if that audience indeed did exist, they would have showed up, correct? All right. They didn't show up for Snow White, the Marvel, Brave New World, Thunderbolts. They didn't show up for none of it.
That's because the economy is really bad.
If this rumor is true, do not do it. Post in the comments down below. Let me know what you all think if you enjoy it. Go for none of it. If this rumor is true, do not do it. Post in the comments down below. Let me know what you all think if you enjoy it. My thoughts on this. Make sure you hit the like button.
It depends on the metrics. That's the whole thing. It depends on the metrics. It depends on the metrics. How do I do it? He doesn't want to do it because he thinks they'll come for his characters. Right. You gotta keep it completely objective. Depends on the metrics. It's a reboot. Yeah. James Spy. So he's cool. Got gadgets. Any race can do that. What was it? Shaft was about someone taking down the man. Yeah, can do that. Right? Yeah, okay. What is Blade? Blade is a vampire. Yeah. Lots of races have like that. I better spell that a little bit more. What was the other one he used? You're scared you come for your black heroes. Don't be scared. You gotta face your demons and like playing. Shoot them in the heart. How did Blade kill it? Stabs him in the, what is it? Through the chest? I think it's through the chest, right? Yeah. Shoot with the metal. Step up with your roll. And then side deflectors. Pray you never get eye dilation. And then keepers. Because then you'll become Daredevil. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. That's... Let's build then come Daredevil. Alright. Yeah, this guy, I can see it. He's been abused. He wants to escape. There's a lot of abuse in the, the black people, of course. I mean, they've been enslaved their whole life. I love Black 007. That is so cool.
We are moving to Paris in a year.
Do you speak French?
Oh yeah. Not very well, but if you make the effort, I find that they're very, very kind and appreciate. They think an American accent's pretty.
Oh, I disagree with you. I had a totally different experience. I didn't bring different plugs. Whatever to plug my stuff in. I don't know, charging a phone or something. I go to the place. It's an electronics store. I go in and I go, do you have, already the guy's out. He's like, whatever. I go, do you have a adapter? Adapter? And I go, plug? I'm doing this. I'm doing this to the guy. He's going, what? I'm going, and he's like, no. I go, adapter. Like, this is the electronics store. Adapter. He goes, adapter.
We are moving to Paris.
Do you speak French? We're very much in love.
Do you usually leave it to porters to tell you this sort of thing?
Screw your freedom.
Loud.
So this is immigrants are guests and that's that's pretty much. Okay, I need to stop recording. You know why I'm recording it?
We got the target center.
Okay, I think that's it. I need to stop this recording. This thing's gonna be a gig long. I literally forgot why I'm even recording this. So anyway, okay.